There are places that feel weighted, not by sorrow, but by time. Here, you don't just walk a street, you walk through a scar in the earth, forged by ice, shaped by generations.
Look at the Harry Potter shop.
This is a city carved from ancient rock and wild imagination. Look closely at a wall. Is it only stone or is it a ledger? Etched by centuries of weather, holding the warmth of 1,000 summers, the chill of 100 winters. Holding stories. We arrived as visitors, but for a while, wandering these streets, listening to their rhythm, we felt something shift. We weren't just passing through. We belonged, however briefly, to the story. And perhaps that's the story we were searching for all along. This is Edinburgh. First thing first, you might have noticed we've been quiet for a bit. That's because someone new joined the adventure. Our daughter, Xyla. She's 4 months old now, which means travel looks a little different these days. So we picked Edinburgh as our test run, a city that feels old and steady, much like us right now, running on less sleep but more coffee. This is us, figuring out how to explore the world, now as 3.
Xyla's first trip.
Baby Xyla is sleeping.
Oh. Her first trip.
She's enjoying it. Near sleep.
Near sleep.
So after being delayed for about 30 minutes,
Yeah.
we're finally boarding now. It was a long wait.
Yeah, Xyla was starting to get impatient and she was crying, but now she's settled. Yeah.
But how is she now?
No, she's happy, isn't she? She's happy for Edinburgh. Now she's happy.
The flight was only about an hour from London, but somehow it felt longer. Maybe because we were watching the clouds clear, watching the green appear beneath us. Then we landed, and Edinburgh welcomed us the way it welcomes everyone. With rain. Just a little. Not the cancel your plans kinda. I'm talking about the kind that makes the stone street look polished, like the city just dressed up for you. We stepped out, breathed in that cool, damp air and thought, yeah, this feels right. So it's raining outside, so it's time to prepare for the Edinburgh weather.
So guys, we've arrived in Edinburgh. The weather wasn't a bit too extreme than I expected. So this is our room. Lovely, nice and straight to the point, I think. This room is nice and simple. Sheets are looking very nice and tidy. It's a very nice room, I like it. It's more than I expected actually.
After getting settled, we soaked in the view from our room. Just for a few minutes, we let the city skyline remind us where we came. Then we rested up. Tomorrow was waiting. Have you ever noticed how a city feels different in the morning light? We climbed aboard the first quiet carriage of the day. No rush, no schedule, just the three of us rolling gently towards the city center. And for those few minutes, we weren't tourists racing to see everything. We were just moving with Edinburgh, watching it wake up, one street at a time. Before the castles, before the winding streets, before we even checked the map, there was breakfast. And in Edinburgh, that means one thing: a proper Scottish breakfast. We found a little place tucked off the high street, the kind where the locals nod at you when you walk in. Plates arrived heavy: eggs, sausages, black pudding, chatty scones, the works. No rush, just fuel. Because some adventures start with a view, ours started with breakfast. You see, some streets are just paths from one place to another. And then there's Victoria Street, carved like a smile, lined with shops the color of crushed berries and old gold. We walked it slowly, not because we were tired, but because every few steps, one of us would stop and just look up. For a moment, we forgot we had anywhere else to be. That's the thing about Edinburgh. It doesn't just show you beauty, it makes you slow down long enough to feel it.
Blending very nicely with this modern colourful painted shops.
Famous Victoria Street.
It is very famous and it's nice to be here, you know. It feels so beautiful.
Yeah, it seems like we are stuck. We need to go up there.
2 minutes away, but it's Scotland. Oh my god, we're gonna go all the way up there with the stroller and it's gonna be hard work, but we're gonna do it.
Here's the thing, we didn't get the memo. Edinburgh Castle sits high on an ancient volcano, which is beautiful until you are pushing a stroller. Then comes the stairs, and more stairs, and you get the idea. So there we were, carrying the stroller between us, taking turns, laughing a little. Spoiler alert, when coming to Edinburgh with a stroller, be prepared for that. But honestly, it became part of the adventure. We weren't just walking to a castle, we were earning it, one step at a time. We stepped through the gate, and suddenly the climb felt worth it. Stone walls that have seen sieges and kings, cannons pointing out over the city like they're still keeping watch. You can feel the weight of it. Not heavy, just old. The good kind of old. So I've decided to explore the greater parts of the castle by myself. You see, this castle was built centuries ago, so as you can imagine, most of the places around are not easily accessible by a stroller, so I had to do much of the exploration by myself. We didn't try to see everything. With a 4-month-old, you pick your battles. But we stood by the ramparts and looked over the city, the Firth of Forth in the distance, the hills rolling green, the rooftops of the old town huddled below. And for a minute, you forget about the crowds, the cobbles, the uphill climb.
So this is the end of the Edinburgh Castle.
Yeah. So you guys, how was it?
It was fine. Of course, we didn't see much, but the little bit that we saw, it was very nice.
Wow.
We managed to see the gun performance. Lovely.
Yeah.
So,
And Xyla, how is she doing?
Xyla is really happy.
This place has stood here through wars, weather, and centuries. And somehow on this ordinary morning, we got to be part of its story too, even if just for a little while. Planning what to do on your trip can be daunting, especially with the whole family in tow. You want adventure, they want ice cream. You want culture, they need a playground. What if you had a plan that worked for everyone? Our done-for-you travel itineraries are for some of the most popular destinations in Europe. We have plotted the perfect days, mixing iconic sites with hidden gems, scheduling in breaks, and always knowing where the next gelato is. Take a look. You may just find the best itineraries for your next trip. Okay, let's go back to our video. They say the Royal Mile is the spine of Edinburgh's old town. One long winding street connecting the castle to the palace. But spines are not straight, are they? Neither is this street. It dips, it climbs, it twists just when you think you've figured it out. Somewhere between a bagpipe and a church bell. We forgot we were tourists. We were just part of the crowd now, moving with the city. Okay, so what do you feel about walking on Royal Mile?
Yeah, it feels alright. I just don't know anything about Royal Mile. Do you know anything about it?
Okay, lecture time. The Royal Mile isn't just one street. It's 5 stitched together. Castle Hill, High Street, Canongate, and a couple more. They call it the Royal Mile because, well, it's catchier. It runs from the castle at the top down to Holyrood Palace at the bottom. But here's the real story. Underground beneath our feet, there's another Edinburgh. Hidden closes and streets built over centuries ago. So while we are walking up here, history is literally right below us. Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a monument that looks like a Gothic rocket ship? Because we just found one. It shoots up from Princess Street Gardens like someone pointed at the sky and said, "Build that, but make it pointy, really pointy." This is the Scott Monument, dedicated to Sir Walter Scott, the novelist who basically invented how the world sees Scotland. Kilts, clans, romance, all of it. The man wrote stories so good. The beauty inspired that looks like it's trying to high-five the clouds. We had to stop, obviously. This was our last stop of the day, the perfect way to wrap it up. It's amazing, right?
Very dark in color and giant. So big.
So, it's day 2 in Edinburgh, and we're going to explore. Yeah, so the tricky thing about today is the weather.
Yeah, the weather is not good.
When we checked the weather forecast, it was saying it is going to rain from the midday up until the end of the day.
Yeah.
But we're going to try by all means to maximize the best part of the day and see how it goes.
So we had to stop by to get some coffee because it's really cold.
First stop of the day, Calton Hill. We had heard stories about the beautiful stoneworks up there, but stories only get you so far. We wanted to see for ourselves, so we made it our first stop. No regrets, not even close. Oh, stairs again. Oh my God.
Oh wait, it's written here easy way. Look.
Oh, seriously?
So I take.
Seriously, are you gonna trust that one?
Yeah, let's take the risk.
Man. So we are seriously going to trust that sign written with wet chalk. I don't know how reliable it is. Anyway, we're just taking the risk and trying to gamble things out and see how it works out. After all, we've got nothing to lose. So let's go. Let's see how it goes. So how easy is it? Out of 10 rate it?
I think it's about 4 out of 10. Not that easy, but yeah.
Turns out, the easy way wasn't so easy after all. Between the two parts up Calton Hill, stairs or slope, we learned something quick. There is no easy way. There's just choosing your heart. We picked ours and up we went. At the top, it felt like stepping into a different Edinburgh. Quieter, stranger. There's this half-finished monument up there, 12 giant columns with no roof. Locals call it Edinburgh's disgrace. But standing there, with the whole city spread out beneath us, it didn't feel like a disgrace at all. It felt like a reminder. You don't have to be perfect to be beautiful. We took time admiring the stoneworks, letting the wind do its thing. For a few minutes, we forgot about the climb. We just breathed. Next up was the Scottish Museum. But before we made our way there, we had to take a mini detour. Because some stories don't live inside glass cases. They live out here, in the stones. So we stopped by the Kirkyard, and right at its gate, there he was, Greyfriars Bobby, the little sky terrier who supposedly sat by his master's grave for 14 years. Truth or legend doesn't really matter. The story survived. And that's the thing about Edinburgh. Every stone holds something. You just have to slow down long enough to listen. You know the kind of quiet that feels heavier than silence? That's the Kirkyard. We stepped through the gate and the city noise just disappeared. We walked between graves so old the names had faded into moss. No birds singing here, just footsteps on wet stone. Some of the headboards had symbols we didn't recognize. Skulls, hourglasses, bonds. Reminders that no story lasts forever. Or maybe they do. Just not the way we expect. We didn't linger, but something lingered with us, all the way back to the streets. So now let's check out our final spot, which is the National Museum of Scotland. Are you guys ready for this?
Ready for the museum. Look at the cameras, Xyla.
One of the main reasons we came to the Scottish National Museum was Mary Queen of Scots. Her crown, her letters, her fight. She became queen at 6 days old, a baby, just like our Xyla. Obviously their paths are different, but standing there, I couldn't help but wonder, what will Xyla take from stories like this? That a woman can lead, that a woman can endure, that no matter how young or small you start, you can still leave a mark. But here's the thing, very few things in life are black and white. Mary was never just a hero or a villain. She was both. And maybe that's the real lesson for our daughter too. Life is complicated, and that's okay. But Mary wasn't the only story in that building. The museum is packed with wonders. Science, fashion, natural history. You could spend days in there. We only had hours, so we picked a few favorites. Oh, and also there's a fashion and style section. Man, this place is big. Can't believe it. Edinburgh didn't just give us memories. It gave us a reminder that every stone has a story, every street holds a secret, every city is a library, if you are willing to read it. We came as visitors, carrying a 4-month-old and a little bit of doubt. Can we still travel? Can we still explore? And Edinburgh answered, softly, with rain and cobbles and kind strangers. You don't need to see everything. You just need to be present. So yes to Xyla. May she always believe that adventure is possible. May she always know stories are everywhere, especially in stones. especially in us.